Hello, Western New York. And, well, basically, I was out here a little bit earlier with a pair of gloves and a garden trowel. And, well, let's put it this way. I was doing a bit of weeding where my garden was concerned. As you can see by how most of the weeds that were in here have now been dug out. I say most of them because as you can see along the edges and a few little remnants, I still got plenty. Now, I'm not 100% certain about what these weeds are. I've been calling them Chevelle, but, well, I got one or two possible suspects. Question is, which suspect am I looking at? One possibility is, now what you must know is that these things have a long, very long taproot. How about if you get one of the ones I dug up earlier, okay? Let's see here. Trying to avoid my cuttings. And granted, none of these are real good examples, you know. But, you know, it's not like I dug down as far as I could with some of them. You know, these things have taproots, you know. Well, they smell a little bit like carrot, but I ain't quite certain if they're carrots, you know, wild carrot variety, you know, which would be okay. I mean, but I'm not a real fan of wild carrots. Or, alternatively, they could be hemlock. And, that's not something you want to eat, you know. And, these things, they get about 3 feet tall, you know, the stalks. They produce a white flower, and I spend a good deal of time mowing them down, you know, and trying to dig them up and toss them out. And, well, like I said, I mean, if I knew what they were, well, there's a certain black and white cat. Well, let's see here. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what this weed is. I don't know if it's a wild carrot or if it's hemlock. But either way, I try to remove it. I mean, if it's not something you want, it's to be considered a weed. You know, that's the rule. And look at my fall golds. I mean, they're sending up their new shoots, which is nice. Granted, I'm going to be stuck dealing with all these weeds, you know, as time goes by. But hopefully that will not interfere so much with my berries, you know. Hopefully I'll be able to enjoy plenty of berries, you know, as time goes on. Because that's why I did all this, you know. So I got these ones. Let's see. This one, like this wild blackberry, is pretty good. You know, it's got some good green popping up. The wild raspberries. Well, I see at least one of them popping up. I think that I'll be putting down some wood chips in a little bit, you know. I'll see about trying to get that filmed, if possible. Although I will be honest with you, this may not be the best spot to plant strawberries, you know, due to the possibility of shade. But, you know, I'm willing to take a chance on it. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll know. Okay, do not plant strawberries in that spot next year. You know? And we can see about cleaning that spot up, because there was some talk about turning that little section into the strawberry patch, you know? And of course, while I was weeding, I dug up some trash, you know, that, you know. Well, like I said, like I've said in the past, that used to be nothing but a bunch of junk. But one day, got the motivation, decided to clean the whole thing up, and that's all you needed. Oh yeah, I was motivated. Well, I can't really say anything going on with my raspberries over here, you know. Not really, anyways. I mean, save for my yellows, but yeah, that's because they like to pop up in the spring, whereas it takes the others a little bit longer. You know. Again, well, obviously, so it was only yesterday. Showed you a little bit about the grape, so nothing's changed too much. Here, my gooseberries, they seem to be okay. I mean, we did have some snow yesterday. By the way, normally when you're planting your gooseberries, you want them to be like 5 feet apart. Same thing with most of your berries, but I don't have that much space, so well, you can squeeze them in a little bit closer. You can squeeze your plants in fairly close. And my one neighbor just came home, and that way you get yourself a nice hedge. You know, get a nice, good thick hedgerow. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many blueberries on this plant, but one never knows. Always expect failure, that way you can be pleasantly surprised when you get success. And so far, well, I don't really know too much about my blueberries. I don't know if they're going to succeed or what, but you know, just sometimes you just Had to take a little bit of a chance. And, you just never know. You never know. Well, I guess that's it for now. I mean, you know, not much going on really. Like I said, well, I did, like I said, I did some weeding. I mean, I suppose I could have videoed that, but yeah, I mean, it took me a good 20 or so minutes to do the weeding, and I suspect you would not want to watch me weed my garden for 20 minutes, you know. That being said, sometimes you can just sit back, listen to the birds, watch the cats, and all in all, just enjoy the day, really. That being said, tomorrow I'm going to make another video, and you're going to see me put down wood mulch. And then next weekend, you are going to see me put in some strawberries. The only reason why I don't have them with me at the moment is because, well, sometimes you gotta plan these things out a little. I mean, wouldn't be very good for me to have everything all at once, only to find myself unable to feed myself, you know? That being said, there's a couple other things I hope to show you. Like I said, like I've mentioned, I hope to show you. Well, I hope to show me planting some grapevines, you know, at these posts around my porch. I'd like to show you some more. Show me planting some blueberries. I've seen a few varieties that I do not currently possess. I'd like to get some red currants, but but I'm only going to get ones that I do not have, you know, because, well, at the moment I got Red Lake, and I'd like something different, you know, like Von Yankers, Rodova, Blanca, Champagne, and all those others, you know. That being said, I don't think I'm not going to plant any more gooseberries further in this direction unless I end up putting in plants right about here or so, because I don't want my dog to, well, run around them, if you know what I'm talking about, you know, and accidentally yank them out with her lead, you know, or chain or whatever. And hopefully I'll also get some more blackberries and some more blackberries and raspberries, you know, because there's some varieties I'd like to get, that I hope to get. Well, few birds flying around. Sometimes you just have to take a moment to just stand, carefully listen. Well, this is Western New York. Subscribe if you like this, post comments. I mean, tell me if you like these things. Alright? Well, see you around. Bye.